So I have made it out onto a new pond. I've never been here before, and as you guys can tell, it is pretty dark out still. It is about 4:24 in the morning. Now I've heard quite a few good things about this pond. There's some good sized largemouth and some good sized smallmouth here. Launched my boat just a couple minutes ago, and I decided just to pick a random side to fish down. It's still pretty dark out. I'm not going to show you all the rods I brought, but the first rod I brought with me today is this Spook on 12-pound monofilament, and I'm going to be starting off with the topwater. Love fishing topwater this time of the morning when it's still dark out. Now the Spook I'm starting off with today is a little bit different from a normal one. This is called a wounded spook, and I believe it's just called a wounded spook because it has these two props on the front and back. And because it's now finally post-spawn where I live in New Hampshire, I think the bass are going to be slightly more aggressive, so I kind of wanted to match their aggressiveness with a more aggressive sounding bait. I could have just gone with a normal spook, but I decided to go with these little props and see if it works. And one thing too, I forgot the mic for my GoPro. So I'm gonna have to use the default audio on my GoPro for right now. Got one. I gotta be really gentle with these hooks. The heddon Spook doesn't come with the biggest and nicest hooks, let's just say. But I gotta make sure I stay away from that water trampoline. I don't even think it's that big, but like I said, I just have to make sure I play them nice and easy with these light wire hooks. Not a bad bass to start off the morning. Oh man, that's a solid 3-pounder to start off the morning right there. But first fish for me this morning. Get out of here, good fish. Alright, switching up. Caught one on the Spook. I'm going to be switching over to a little jerkbait from Megabass. It's a Vision 110 +1 Junior. And the color is Pro Blue. Something small, really small. Little perch. Hit it right on the paws. But I got 8-pound line. Gotta be gentle with them. On the Vision 110. Feels like he's stuck in a bunch of weeds. Ooh, a smallmouth. I'll take that. Probably why he was jumping a heck of a lot more than that largemouth I caught earlier. But he's just digging. Oh my god. And I got him. Okay. Not a bad start. Chunky largemouth and then a chunky smallmouth right after. Another fish. I think it's a yellow perch though. Yeah. Got him. I saw that yellow perch come and take it. Just another little yellow perch. No way. Oh, it's a tiny little smallmouth this time. I thought it was a tiny yellow perch. But tiny little smallmouth. Got him that time. He's tiny. You know he's not very big when you can ski him across the water with 8-pound line. Just a little smallmouth. No way. I saw him come up and eat it. Little guy. Hey, the first pickerel today. Okay, so we know there's tiny fish in here. What about the good sized ones? got him. There's a good sized one. That is a pickerel? Is that a pickle? Is that what that was? It's fighting like a pickle. Yeah, it is a pickerel. I was gonna say it's fighting like one. It's a really nice pickerel. I'm kind of hoping he spits my jerkbait. Come on, baby. It's a fatty of a pickerel. That is a fat pickerel on the jerkbait. But I'm just fishing literally in the middle of the lake. There's a hump that comes up, and that pickerel was on the hump. On the megabass Vision 110. I hope my audio is coming through all right. Dang. That boat launch is filling up right now. Granted, it is a Saturday, so can't be too surprised. So I'm back at my apartment editing this video, and I realized I didn't do an outro. I just want to kind of quickly go over the day, what I used and whatnot. And I got there roughly about 4 o'clock in the morning when it was still dark out, and I've never actually fished this pond before. And I never looked at the Fishing Games website to like look at the depths and whatnot, so I was literally going into this pond blind. So to catch a few fish was a pretty good day. I didn't really catch anything giant, but I mean, you really can't expect to catch anything giant your first time at a new body of water. Started the morning off with this topwater from Heddon. This is called a wounded spook. And it's just like a normal spook, but it has these 2 props. And I had that tied to 12-pound monofilament. And in the video, you heard me say I have to take it easy because these hooks are pretty light wire. And I found that basically all heddon baits and lures and whatnot come with pretty cheap hooks. So I would suggest switching those out or just taking it easy. Definitely can't horse the fish with the hooks on this bait. And since I really only had a few hours on the water, I threw that bait for like an hour and a half and only had that one bite, so I kind of had to switch to something real quick before I ran out of time. Luckily, I decided to bring this jerkbait with me. This is a Vision 110 Junior Plus One, and the Plus One just means it has a bigger bill on it, so it'll dive a little bit deeper. This little bait, you can get down to about 8 feet. And I was using 8-pound fluorocarbon on it, and the smaller pound test you use, the deeper this will dive. If I was going to use like 15-16-pound line, then this would not get all the way down to its max depth around 8 feet. But with this 8-pound line, I was able to get it down to that 8-foot range. And this color is called GP Pro Blue. It's a really good clear water bait. It resembles a shiner really well. And I had this bait on a medium light power rod to a Shimano Stratic 2500. And I come out with videos every single week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Peace.